A Bonnie and Clyde-like duo is wanted in a brutal assault, and a fugitive is on the run in a brazen armed robbery, is now in custody. Alexa Ashwell has this week's Maryland's Most Wanted.
Investigators say this couple has a history of violence, one even with ties to a major gang. The U.S. Marshal Service says they robbed and beat a man on the streets of Baltimore, and until caught, may strike again. June 8th, 2022. It's almost closing time here at Kitty's Lounge in North Baltimore. An employee leaves the bar, unaware he'll soon fall victim in a brutal assault and armed robbery.
We have a regular Bonnie and Clyde duo.
Investigators say the crime was caught on surveillance. As the victim rounds the corner onto a neighborhood street, a woman and a man appear, identified by investigators as 36-year-old Nakina Hill and her boyfriend, 35-year-old Trey McEachin.
Miss Hill decided at that time to just start assaulting the individual.
Investigators say Hill began arguing with the victim, then punching him. Surveillance then showing McEachin joining in.
Mr. McEachin came up behind him and then drew out a weapon, a handgun, and decided to start beating the victim senselessly, also while pointing the weapon at him.
Once unconscious, investigators say the duo robbed the victim, taking his cell phone and hundreds of dollars in cash. The victim is later taken to the hospital.
Multiple lacerations to the head, bumps, bruises, broken fingers.
Police are called, but by then, the duo, long gone. You don't believe they knew him?
Not at all. I don't believe at one point that this is a first-time offense or a first-time occurrence.
Tony Gauze is a senior inspector with the U.S. Marshal Service. He believes this was a crime of opportunity, and the suspects no stranger to police. Court records show Hill was on probation at the time of this armed robbery, has a history of drug arrests, and back in 2016 was arrested for the shooting of a man outside a nightclub in Baltimore.
Hill, we do know, has a prior of attempted first-degree murder, so she does have a violent criminal past.
As for McEachin, investigators say he is a known gang member.
Mr. McEachin, we do know that he's a noted and certified gang member. He's a member of the Black Guerrilla family here in Baltimore, so he does have a criminal past.
Do you believe they're still in Baltimore?
Yes, we believe they're still in Baltimore. We believe that they're still together. We do believe that they also may venture to Virginia, but that's still going in the investigation.
On the run, presumed armed and dangerous, and according to investigators,
if you're by yourself and these two are still on the street,
likely to strike again. Take a good look. McEachin stands at about 5'9" and weighs approximately 200 pounds. Hill stands at about 5'5", weighing approximately 165 pounds. Again, authorities saying they are likely still in the Baltimore region, but possibly Virginia. Now to an update on a fugitive featured on Maryland's Most Wanted just 2 weeks ago. Authorities say this man, Clinton Schell Jr., is now in custody. A tip from a viewer leading the U.S. Marshal Service to South Baltimore's Brooklyn neighborhood, where investigators believe Schell had been staying. Schell is accused of robbing a 7-Eleven convenience store in North Baltimore back in December. Investigators say he had dramatically changed his appearance, but of course still had the known gang lettering tattooed on his hand. Both ways, the U.S. Marshal Service believes he was able to elude capture for the past 7 months. If you have any information into the whereabouts of either McEachin or Hill, you're asked to contact the U.S. Marshal Service, the tip line number right here, 1-877-WANTED-2. Or you can contact Gauze directly, his number right here, 202-427-0183. Remember, you can always remain anonymous and you could earn a reward. I'm Alexa Ashwell, and this is Maryland's Most Wanted.